Hello everyone, welcome to Hot Shots TV. I'm Scott Briard and you're here for another episode of This is Darts. Now, quick episode this morning. I'm actually on my way out quickly to a meeting, but I had to come in. I had to sit down with you this morning and really talk about something interesting. Social media and this entire thing that we've been doing with This is Darts, from Facebook to Twitter to Tumblr, postings and such, and getting the video into YouTube. I know the potential of social media, but it's really rather interesting when you stop and look at how fast things can move, how fast information can travel. In the olden days of newspapers and radio and television, I mean, let's get serious. The future is the net, and I sort of get a sense of it every once in a while in my own perspective. And yesterday's quick little information about 10,001, a great idea, something I enjoyed doing over an hour and I've done now twice. Really took off yesterday after we quickly uploaded the videos. Emails started coming through, and they're coming through from around the world. I think they're far away as there was something from Finland, there was something from Brazil, and definitely here in North America, dealing with some stuff from the States and from Canada. And it was interesting on everyone's perspective and people that are trying it. And I'm already getting emails of people's averages. I think this is fantastic. This is huge because in the end, it means that your darts are just going to improve by doing something like this, focusing your attention for 1 hour on a game, and most importantly, keeping track and working each week to build your average. Only makes sense, like pitchers and their ERAs and things that go on in baseball. Everyone keeps track in baseball of every stat, and players try and improve. Teams try and improve. So what we're hoping to do with all this is obviously improve your dart game. But some interesting emails came in last night. I spent 4 hours watching Jersey Shore last night. I don't know how I got addicted to it, but for some reason I'd never seen it before. I heard the hoopla about it, but figured I better watch it for myself. And in the 4 hours, thank goodness I was able to skip through commercials. I woke up this morning feeling like I need a tan, a little bit of a haircut, and trade the car in for an Escalade maybe. But anyway, great show, interesting. But I can see the controversy around it. So while watching this for almost 4 hours last night, my phone continued to vibrate. Emails continued to come in. Some interesting emails did make its way into my inbox here. This one from Greg Marston, Stratford, Ontario, I believe, wrote in quickly. Hi Scott, just thought I would drop you a line and let you know I tried your 10,001 challenge. Not quite sure which averages you were quoting during your broadcast, so I thought you would give you all my stats. I began the process at 10:36, finished at 11:25 last night, so this must have been one that came in late last night. Took me 172 turns to get down to 4, which I took out my next start. Took me 517 darts to finish, which I don't believe is accurate. Maybe 5,170 might have been accurate using 1,720 turns. But anyway, we'll touch on that, Greg. But most importantly, he gave it a shot. Took him almost an hour. My average per dart was 19.344, and I averaged per 3 darts was 58.145. Nothing wrong with that, but more importantly, Greg's got a number that he can use to improve. If you're serious about darts, you most certainly can dedicate an hour a week to doing this and watching where your average goes. And I was thinking about this last night. You really hit a zone in this. I mentioned that yesterday, and a lot of you go, but I go out the league. I don't hit a zone. We play, it's quick, it's over. We have a beer, there's no zone. This is very similar to spending an hour dedicating and focusing on a game of darts. Related to runners, related to people, guys like Lance Armstrong. And when you're doing something over a period of time, I think you hit a zone. Whether you're a race car driver, there's so many different sports and athletic things that anybody does something over a period of time, especially Olympians we're going to see in the next month. These are people that hit a zone. That's why they're world champions, and that's why they're able to take their bodies and their abilities and really do something interesting. And I firmly believe that it's something here in darts. And over the hour of 10,001, you're going to hit a zone. You're going to do something great. Anyway, back quickly to Greg's email. Greg went on, and this is why this gets interesting for me and why I'm reading this one. He says, I believe I'm going to try my hand at the 100,001. I've gone and requested a kit from Guinness Book of World Records. However, in the spirit of trying not to just make it an individual accomplishment, I believe I'm going to try and raise money for the Children's Wish Foundation. wow, how much better can it be than dart players doing things for charity? I think it's wonderful. I realize it's going to take a while to arrange, but I'm wondering if you would be interested in attending or even hosting my attempt later this year. Obviously, anything we can do, we certainly will be involved in. I presume at this point that I'd make my attempt in Stratford, Ontario, and I truly hope at that point that I'm trying to break the record that I know you will set during your attempt. Well, I haven't obligated myself to this just yet. Just came from my personal trainer who sort of looked at me and said, your back's probably not going to last 10 hours of this. So obviously I have some work physically before I make an attempt at this. Anyway, Greg went on to say, thanks for the great webcast. Keep up the great work, Greg Marston. Greg, this is what this whole social media thing's about. Communicating with our players, me having a chance to have an impact on some of you, hopefully a positive impact, unlike Jersey Shore and some people maybe. But this is what this is all about. 10,001. I can't think of a better practice routine if you have 1 hour to dedicate. I realize maybe I'm a hypocrite here. I usually speak about it's important to know your finishes and know your calculations. Extremely important. But this is a great way to teach your mind how to focus on hitting the high scores and hitting them consistently and just seeing if you have a zone. Do you have a zone? I think it's worth trying. Anyway, dedicate your hour. But more importantly, here's what I want to do. I'm going to take Greg's and all the other averages I was sent last night. And be honest about this. Don't send me an email saying you averaged 105. If you didn't, let's be honest about this. I'm going to post everything on thisisdarts.com. And then as you try weekly, send me in your results and let's look for improvements. Who knows? Maybe we'll throw a prize in for the one that improves the most or something. But be honest with this. This is what social media and all this is about, communication. Be honest about it. I want to see people improve. I want to see it have an impact on everyone. And who knows, maybe this is going to become a great practice routine for many of you. I know if I was going back at the provincial championships this week, or for next month, I guess in March, and trying to make it to the nationals, I'd definitely be doing something like this, watching my averages, calculating it, and as important, throwing out consecutive out charts, throwing through the list and trying to build up on how quickly I can hit a double. So between shooting some doubles, playing 10,001, let's get you into a zone. Everybody, thank you. Thank you for communicating. Thank you for everything that This is Darts has brought for not only myself, but all of us. We're thoroughly enjoying this, and I hope you are too. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching.